ਹਜੇ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਹੀ ਮੈਂ 14 ਅਗਸਤ ਮਨਾਇਆ ਸੀ। ਇਹਨਾਂ ਗਿਰਜਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਨਾਲ ਝੰਡੀਆਂ ਸਜਾਇਆ ਸੀ, ਕੇਕ ਵੀ ਕੱਟੇ ਤੇ ਉੱਚੇ ਸ਼ਿਮਲੇ ਵਾਲੇ ਪ੍ਰਾਹੁਣਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਬੁਲਾਇਆ ਸੀ। ਆਜ਼ਾਦੀ ਦੇ ਸ਼ਹੀਦਾਂ ਤੇ ਕੁਰਬਾਨੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਖੂਬ ਚਾਨਣ ਮੈਂ ਪਾਇਆ ਸੀ। ਹਜੇ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਹੀ ਮੈਂ 14 ਅਗਸਤ ਮਨਾਇਆ ਸੀ। ਦੱਸ ਮੇਰਾ ਕੀ ਕਸੂਰ, ਕਰੇ ਕੋਈ ਤੇ ਭਰੇ ਕੋਈ। ਮੇਰਾ ਘਰ ਕਿਉਂ ਤੋੜਿਆ, ਮੇਰਾ ਮੰਦਰ, ਮੇਰਾ ਗਿਰਜਾ ਕਿਉਂ ਤੋੜਿਆ। ਦਿਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੇ ਰੱਬ ਵਸਦਾ, ਦਿਲ ਮੇਰਾ ਫਿਰ ਕਿਉਂ ਤੋੜਿਆ। ਦੱਸ ਮੇਰਾ ਕੀ ਕਸੂਰ, ਹਜੇ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਹੀ ਮੈਂ 14 ਅਗਸਤ ਮਨਾਇਆ ਸੀ। Jaranwala is at the seal of district Faisalabad, and it is only 127 km away from the capital city of Punjab, Pakistan. Here on August 16, 2023, incidents that hurt humanity and shamed humanity took place when a man started calling in the mosque on loudspeaker. Let's see in this report. My name is Jamil Thomas and I have been visited here along with the other friends. This place is at Senma Chowk in Jaranwala, which is called Christian Colony, and it is the oldest Christian settlement of Jaranwala. This is an old settlement where about 500 Christian families are living. In terms of buildings, there are more than 250 buildings. But since each building has 2 to 3 families, there are more than 500 families and 3,500 souls. And this church here is the main church. The person accused of blasphemy is a resident here. Even before this terrible incident, though, an FIR has been registered against the accused person and the police were on the lookout for him. But before that, the rioters attacked the church and set fires to the church as well as the houses here. There were no investigation whether the accused was sinner or not. The rioters chanted the slogans of jihad and Allahu Akbar and taken the goods. The goods that were not usable for them, they put outside in the streets and burned. And all the belongings of the church were thrown on the floor and outside in the street and burned ruthfully.
We were at home, did not go out when this problem arose. So noise started outside that the rally has come, people are setting houses on fire. They were chanting Allahu Akbar. So as soon as we came out of the house, the whole house was sprinkled with petrol and set on fire, right in front of us.
Then later, if you look at the church has been completely burned. It is not just one church that was burned here, but all the churches in Jaranwala city. There were 5 churches in Jaranwala city which has been badly burned, and these churches are no longer fit for worship. Their walls and roofs are so burned that they may collapse at any time. Along with this, the adjacent settlements with these churches were also set on fire, and the people there also had to go for a shelter and to save their lives. These people who are here now, who are residents here, the population of Jaranwala and nearby villages that makes 700 houses burned down, looted along with the churches. And according to the police, 21 churches of different denominations have been burned so far. Right now we are standing in the Salvation Army Church that was attacked by the militants yesterday. It was on fire yesterday, and 24 hours later you can still see the heat and smokes are coming from the rooms. So this fire is still burning here, and the Salvation Army Church was attacked yesterday by the jihadis, and it has been completely burned down along with the pastor's house and with the adjacent Christian settlement. and there is nothing left. And whatever the belongings there were, Christian books and manuscripts of holy Bibles have been burned, and the valuable of the church and houses have been looted. We now see these burnt houses here, which have been burned here in the Christian houses. And along with the households and goods, Christian books and Bible have been burned. All of them have the name of God and the name of holy prophets. It has been greatly desecrated. They do just to humiliate Christians of Pakistan and the Christians of the whole world. They abuse not only Christians here, but they chant the abusive words for the US Christians, European Christians, Australian Christians, and Christians all over the world. You can see these books are burned and that they have been thrown down and desecrated and burned. And many books are still smoking. The fire is still burning even though 24 hours have been passed since this incident. We are now visiting Christian settlements here and seeing all these damages that have been done. You will see it for yourself how they were evil-loving people who have tried their best to destroy the peace of the country and to humiliate Christians. In the 4 colonies and villages, more than 700 families, around 5,000 people are affected. In these worst incidents, these 700 families has nothing to live. They don't have food, they don't have cooking utensils, no clothes, no coats, pillows, bed sheets, and other necessary households. Right now they are not going on their jobs, not their workplaces, as things are not normalized yet, and still they have many threats. You can see with me that this is the same cross that was being hammered yesterday. You can see it's very strongly made, but the jihadis climbed on the roof and smashed the cross with a big hammer and threw it down. This is United Presbyterian Church located on the main road. And behind here there are houses of Christians, and all these houses were also set on fire. You can see that the church is completely burned to ashes, and from here all the belongings of church has been stolen, while the Christian books, hymn books, and the Holy Bible is also desecrated and piled on the road outside the church and burned.
तो आप देख सकते
You can
हैं
see the situation of United Presbyterian Church with me. You see this cross. It is made of very strong iron rods, but the writers were on its roof and the roof was set on fire, and later the cross was broken and desecrated by the hammering all day. This is the biggest incident in the history of Pakistan. So many people have been affected, and so many churches have been burned, and so many Bibles and Christian books have been desecrated.
पाकिस्तान की
And this is the biggest tragedy in the history. It is the biggest tragedy in the history of Indo-Pak of the subcontinent. And here, 21 churches and many houses were set on fire in just few hours, and more than 700 families displaced from their homes. And if someone is guilty of insulting Holy Quran, we condemn him too. The accused should bring to the court and proper trial should started. Muslims falsely accused Christians only to frame them for their hidden purposes. For example, if a Muslim owe any Christians money, simply they blame Christians. If any Christian is on a high post, it is easiest way to remove him from his position. Like Assistant Commissioner named Shaukat Basi is also removed from his post and his office is burnt by the culprits. Another female Christian Assistant Commissioner in Gujarat is threatened by Muslims. They said, "If you did not stop working like this, we will charge you with blasphemy." This has not happened the first time. There are countless incidents. Many Christians have been falsely accused, and more than 7,000 people are in jails under these false blasphemy cases. No such cases are heard by Muslim judges, and there is no hope for such victims, and they are in jails from decades. Even a Catholic bishop gave his life in the front of the court, as court was not ready to take the case of such accused. I would like to mention here that when Pakistan was formed, then 20% of the Christians were living here. That is why the 25% of the flag have been whitened. But today, there are 2% Christians, and the reason for this is the incidents like Gojra and Korea in 2009, then Joseph Colony 2013 that was set on fire, Shantinagar in 1997, the whole village was burned, and today all the settlements of Jaranwala is set on fire, and the 21 churches here are set on fire. The incident of such burning and looting by jihadis is very frequent. That is why Christians in Pakistan do not feel safe and living in harassment and terror. Christians feel that it is not easy to be a Christian here. Please pray for the dear brothers and sisters who are testifying Lord Jesus Christ here and proving the word of Jesus. You will be handed over to the persecuted and put to death, and you will be hated by all nations because of me. Every eye in the Jaranwala is full of tears, and they are repeatedly shedding tears after seeing their burned houses and belongings. You have seen this whole situation with your eyes, and we appeal to all of you to wipe the tears from their eyes and fulfill the word of Jesus. Verily I say to you, inasmuch as you have done it to one of the least of these my brethren, you have done it to me. At this time, Christians of Jaranwala is in dire need of your prayers, food, clothing, especially clothing for sisters and daughters, and head coverings, and as well as food packs and cooking utensils and cots and beds for sleeping. For food packs, a family needs $45, while for cots, blankets, utensils, and clothes, a family needs $75. So go ahead and help these suffering brothers and sisters. May God help you and make things easy for you. God bless you. Please pray for Jaranwala. Please support Jaranwala.